So it's the big day that we've all been waiting for. Finally, Padma. It's a beautiful couple. They always remind me of a couple of 12-year-olds on their first date. And we all start out like that. But I think they're the sort of ones that can maintain that energy. And everybody obviously remembers Padma's speech at my wedding. It was very memorable. He's a very, naturally funny guy, a bit of a comedian. He loves to make everybody laugh and smile. And I wanted to do something a little memorable. I'm not as funny, but I wanted to do something a little special, something that you'd really appreciate, even if nobody else in the room appreciates it. So I grew a moustache just for today. I know you love it, Maddie. Savannah hates it. But it's your big day, Paddy. I'm going to leave all the roasting for Vasu. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve. Ever since that day he roasted Giridhari. It's a memorable one. I think about my friendship with Paddy and Labhanga, and it's a sort of friendship that's effortless. It's very natural and spontaneous. And a good friendship can be like that. But then sometimes I reflect on it a little more, and I realise that Paddy, he's the sort of guy that really goes that extra mile for everybody. New Governance is the sort of place we have thousands of people come through every year, and Paddy's the one that, if you want to know what somebody's up to, you ask Paddy, because he keeps in touch with everybody. And when I was getting into the Grihastha ashram, getting married to Suvarna, Paddy was still in Saffron, but I used to go to him for my relationship advice. He's very expert, but the tables have turned, and I can just give a little bit of advice from my own wedding. Tip number one is remember to keep track of everybody who gives you which present when you're opening them, because we forgot to do that, and every time people would ask us if we liked their present, we didn't know what they gave us. But we really appreciated everybody's present. And the other one is, you have to do a little bit of jaw exercises. You're smiling a lot. It's a wonderful day. Special mention to Driti for the brains and the effort behind the beautiful festivals here. It's a big yagya. You've been both working really hard, but that's why you only do it once. And I look forward to having you as the beautiful Grihastha couple in our community. And I just wanted to say one last thing, is that they're just the sort of devotees that they're living their life out there. Paddy was a successful bodybuilder and painter and personal trainer. He was driving a Dodge Nitro. He had it made. But as soon as he heard Krishna's flute, he came running, just like the gopis of Vrindavan. Labhanga also, taken to it very naturally, so we can aspire to, follow their example. All glories to you on this special day. Haribol!
Passed on there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start by telling you all how great you look this evening. I'm serious. Padma, you're looking sharp. Labhanga, did I pronounce that correctly? You simply radiate this evening. And I think you've made a wonderful choice for your first husband. For those that don't know me, most of you do by now, so I look pretty much like my brother. I'm Braden, the better looking brother. But yeah, Padmalocan, my brother, has been my biggest teacher and biggest inspiration, and also my biggest supporter in life. And I wouldn't be the person I am today without him. A truly legendary human being. And for anyone who's been in these two, their presence, it's clear that these two hearts were destined for each other. So may you always smile, may you always be kind to each other, may you always love each other, and most importantly, may you never go to bed angry. To the happy couple.
Not to cry. Yes, boss. I will.
Give her her napkin.
I got really emotional. My BMF, best male friend, and my Shotzi, my darling. Okay, well, I'm just going to read this first, and then hopefully I can settle and say a few words in your honor. Padmalabhanga, 2 peas in a pod. They met with the cows across the pond. They had known each other for so long. Who would have known their love would grow so strong? It was the Lord's plan all along. I remember when I first met you both, a gorgeous petite German, and a wonderful, awesome man. Who would have known back then? How did I not see it? Oh, why? Here we are today to witness your true love. My heart is full of joy, and I cry. The big love story of the New Govardhan Yatra. They are alike and different in the best of ways. Achinta Veda Veda Tattva. A life in service, love and devotion. Watching them today, I'm filled with emotion. The best man at all the weddings, finally a groom with a gorgeous wife to take home. The wait was worth it, when in the end, you end up with the creme de la creme. Your wife is a hottie, and your best friend. Today we celebrate their love and commitment. Showers of blessings upon you both. May your marriage be solid as cement. Commitment cement. A blessing to New Govardhan, you both are. A voice of an angel, and a jack of all trades. You get the job done. Memories of our Gora Arti, dear Labhanga, every evening you inspired me to be there. Cooking it up with you, Padma, tireless, always there, no matter what, for every feast. Every minute I made a new order. and you showed up. And let's not forget Pinky, the old girl. We look forward to the pitter-patter of many youth running around. I love you both. Here's to my BMF and my Shatsi. Padmalocan. No, sorry, Padlavma. Padlavma. That's it, Padlavma. They're the new celebrity couple in New Govardhan. And you really are a hottie. When you walked in the temple, I looked at Padma and I'm like, you scored. And his face said it all when his smile was from ear to ear like a cat that got the cream. So yeah, and I do remember fondly the first time I met Labhanga. She walked in, and I was like, oh, there's that German girl. We can speak German together, and she's so cute. And from then on, it was you became Krishnas. You just were up there singing for him and serving him and running around the kitchen tirelessly every time you were needed. And same as Padma, you guys just are so perfectly suited. As your brother said, you're just like the perfect match. I was like praying to Krishna, when's Padma gonna be his perfect wife? And then she walks and I'm like, wow. So thank you, Krishna. And you guys deserve all the happiness in the world. And like I said, you're my BMF. And I just, there's nothing that brings me more joy than seeing you two together today. Finally tied the knot, and that was one of the best weddings. And I love your outfit. That was one of the best outfits I've ever seen at a wedding. So very wonderful. Love you guys so much. And thank you for letting me be part of your life. Thank you.
I love that. Hi all everybody, I'll keep this nice and sweet and short because my voice isn't quite as lovely as I'd like it to be. I've had the privilege of knowing Labhanga for, about 3 years now. It goes very quickly. 4 years? Almost. Oh my gosh. And we've had the journey of coming through Krishna Village. And I think that that's a testament to what Krishna Village does. It brings in people into this beautiful community, and you've all opened your arms so beautifully for all of us. And it's incredible to see Labhanga on her journey from shaving her head to sitting here looking like an incredible gopi. And it's an absolute testament to her character, because she actually doesn't feel that well today. And what she's been through today to get to this point, it's inspiring. So the other thing I'd just like to share is that in Krishna consciousness, I've learned a lot about relationships. It's very different to how I've viewed relationships before. And what I've noticed and what I've witnessed is that the most important things is a deep friendship and a strong commitment to a purpose. So I wish you the best for your purpose in sharing Krishna consciousness, in spreading that love and spreading that joy. You inspire me, both of you, in your attitude and your service mentality and what you give to the village, what you give to the temple, what you give to all the people that encounter you. So thank you very much for letting me be a part of this world with you, and Hare Krishna. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
I never cry at weddings, but but I have a soft spot for Labhanga Latika, so I cry at her wedding. That's why I have not. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to say anything. When I first met Latika and Krishnapad, she was that cool girl, and I admired her. She was hard to approach, but once I did, I saw all that goodness in her, and I really admired her a lot. And she was the first person who taught me garland making, and that was very fun. And yeah, it introduced me to Krishna consciousness in a new way, so I really appreciate that. And that was 3 years ago, and since there I saw areas I still hold in my head to heal and glow and to shed some of her fears and to show her vulnerability and to show her kindness along with that determination we all know her for. And I want to thank you, my dear friend, for sharing parts of your journey with me, and I hope you will continue to do so. Now that you've opened up and showed everyone what kind of treasure you are, I hope, Padma, don't forget to treat her as such. That's my message. But I see that you actually do, because when you're together, I see her eyes sparkle and her smile beam, and I love seeing that. So thank you, Padma, for treating my dear friend like that. In terms of the advice for newlyweds, even though I'm only married for half a year, there is one thing I'm certain of, and marriage is like a garden, and it needs consistent effort, and the moments you skip a week, the flowers are wilting and weeds are growing. So my advice is to water your garden with good communication, but not only that, weeds grow even quicker when you have an empty land. And so when you pluck out the weeds of miscommunication and misunderstanding, plant there the flowers of tenderness and kindness. And never forget that when you are in a pinch, in trouble, you can always ask support and advice from all your friends and your community. And that's why we're all here, to remind you that we are here to support